On November 26, 1930, a headline appeared on the front page of Canada's The Meriden Daily Journal. The title was "Village of the Dead." This news spread fear all over Canada because an entire tribe in North Canada had vanished overnight without a single trace. Welcome to this mystery, and today we take you to a remote area in North Canada near a lake called Anjikuni Lake. On its shores lived a small tribe called the Eskimos, about 100 to 150 people. They live by fishing from the lake. This is a part of North Canada where thousands or even millions of square kilometers stretch out, but only a few thousand people live here because of the extremely harsh weather. Besides fishing, the people hunted animals around the area, and many hunters often came here. It was a cold November day in 1930 when a hunter named Joe Label came to this area for hunting. He was so busy hunting that he didn't notice when it got dark. He had planned to spend the night like before, by the lake in the Eskimo tribe's settlement. The Eskimos were famous for warmly welcoming visitors, so Joe packed up and headed toward their village. It was a moonlit night, but everything was silent. No people, no voices. He could only hear his own footsteps. Though he had been there before, something felt different this time. Usually, the village dogs would bark as he approached. These dogs were raised by the tribe. But this time, as Joe neared the village, he found only emptiness and silence. From a distance, he could see smoke rising from the village chimneys. Signs someone was home, but as he got closer, he couldn't hear a single sound. Finally, when Joe entered the village, he was shocked. There was no one there. No people, no animals, even stranger. Some houses still had smoke coming out, as if people were inside. He entered a random tent, but it was empty. Every other tent was the same. He thought maybe the tribe had left, but where did they go? Joe searched the whole village. He saw the dogs, tied up with ropes, but starving to death. Food was lying nearby, but no one was there to feed them. In some houses, cooking pots were still on the stove, with food burned and left unfinished. Women's sewing materials were there, clothes with needles threaded as if someone was working just moments ago. It seemed like the people had left suddenly, but where could they have gone? Then Joe found a freshly dug grave. It looked very recent. The whole scene made Joe more scared. The people here always traveled with their dogs, but they had left everything behind. Their dogs, their food, their clothes, even the burning fires. Joe couldn't handle this strange sight alone at night. He rushed to the nearest telegraph office and contacted the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. He told them everything he had seen. When the police reached the village, they found Joe's story was true. At first, they thought the village had been attacked and the people killed, but there was no blood or signs of struggle anywhere. The police immediately launched a search operation. They discovered something very strange. The entire village was covered in snow, but there were no footprints except Joe's. If no one else had come or gone, then where did the villagers disappear to? The lake was frozen, and the boats were pulled ashore and parked, as fishing was not done in winter. If the villagers had tried to escape by boat or had been thrown into the lake, the ice would have been broken. The investigation revealed the villagers had vanished at least 2 days before Joe arrived. The starving dogs' deaths showed they hadn't been fed for a while. The smoke from the houses meant people had left not too long ago because embers stay hot for some time. The police had many questions, but no answers. After months of searching, they finally gave up, marking the case as unsolved and closing it forever. Over time, people forgot about the incident. 50 years later, in 1984, writers Roger Bohr and Nigel Blunder wrote an article connecting this mystery to aliens. They said that when they explored the Anjikuni Lake area, a hunter and his 2 sons told them about strange flying objects they had seen near the lake, objects with unusual shapes flying toward the village. Based on this, the writers suggested that aliens might have come that night and taken the villagers away. But they had no solid proof, so most people didn't believe this theory and rejected it. After that, many strange stories appeared about the disappearance of the Eskimo tribe. But the truth is, this event is almost 100 years old now, and no one has been able to explain where the people of Anjikuni Lake's village went without leaving a trace. The disappearance of the Eskimo tribe remains a mystery to this day.